Lexi, and these are your bullet points. Social media phenomenon since the 2015 What Color is the Dress debate. It's now 3 years later, and the recent debate is whether you hear Yanny or Laurel. A user on Twitter posted the video a few weeks ago, and since then it has us all questioning which one it really is. While some of us hear Yanny, the rest of us hear Laurel. But what is it that you really hear? The most we can conclude with this recent debate is that each of us can hear different frequencies better. Some of us hear higher frequencies, meaning you would hear Yanny, while others hear low frequencies, meaning you would hear Laurel. Me personally, I hear Laurel. This debate has made it nationally and has celebrities like Ellen questioning which she hears. Like Ellen, go check out the video we have right after this and see what you hear.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Last Friday on May 18th, the baseball team celebrated senior night. Not only did they celebrate and recognize the seniors, Sean Johnson, Cody Billings, and Peyton Meredith, for their amazing 4 years through Bullitt East baseball, but they also recognized some pretty awesome people too. These people just so happen to be some of our teachers here at East. Along with the senior night, the baseball team added a little recognition for teachers to go towards Teacher Appreciation Week. Each player on the team had chosen a teacher they would want to recognize, and that teacher then went out on the field with them during the national anthem. I asked senior Peyton Meredith who he had chosen why, and he said, "I chose Miss Siskey because she truly cares about her students." Along with Miss Siskey, many teachers like Miss Sheehan, Mr. Lewis, Mr. Rock, and many more were recognized that night. From us here at BECN, we hope you all had a great senior night and your recognition was pretty awesome.
The baseball and softball teams had their final home games last Saturday, and both teams had great final showings for this season. In baseball, they brought home the game real quick against Southern High School by winning with the score of 11-1 in 5 innings due to mercy rule. In softball, the Lady Chargers also brought home the W in their final game, beating Washington County by a score of 12-2. Both teams are getting ready for their district games that they played this week. The baseball team played Litchfield Academy on Monday, and softball played Jeffersontown on Tuesday. So stay tuned for those results of those two games in the next episode. Take your march, Charger Nation, because some of our Chargers are competing in state for track and field. But first, let's look how they got there by looking at the regionals that they did on May 12th. In the track events, some of our runners got first. For instance, Matt Brown and David Boyer got first in the mixed 2x200 meter relay, and David Boyer got another first with Matthew Christmas in the mixed 2x50 meter relay. There was also quite a bit of runners placed in the top 5 in their respective events as well. In the field events, the team once again saw some first place finishers like Matt Brown in boys discus and Taylor Willis in girls high jump. And again, the field event saw some more people finish in the top 5, and that's big for track and field. In the end, girls track and field finished in 5th as the boys finished in 6th, with David Boyer being named as the regional champions. Congrats to David and track and field for a great regional meet, and hear how they did in their state competition that happened last Saturday on our next show. Now on to this week's Red Zone Scoreboard.
Hey, I'm Austin, and welcome to Electoral Dysfunction. The Senate on Wednesday voted to reinstate the Federal Communications Commission's net neutrality rules. passing a bill that has little chance of advancing in the House, but offers net neutrality supporters and Democrats a political rallying point for the midterm elections. Democrats were able to force Wednesday's vote using an obscure legislative tool known as the Congressional Review Act. CRA bills allow Congress with a majority vote in each chamber and the president's signature to overturn the recent agency moves. Republican FCC Chairman Ajit Pai blasted Democrats for their scare tactics and said that his proposal is meant to correct the FCC's regulatory overreach during the Obama administration. It's disappointing that Senate Democrats forced this resolution through by a narrow margin, Pai said in a statement, but ultimately I'm confident that their effort to reinstate heavy-handed government regulation of the Internet will fail. I think we should leave the Internet the way it is and leave everyone to use it how they please.
You gonna get wet? You gonna get wet? I ain't gonna take you home. Well, come on.
The White House brushed aside threats by North Korea on Wednesday to cancel an upcoming summit meeting between President Trump and the North's leader Kim Jong-un, saying it was still, quote, hopeful the meeting will happen, but that Mr. Trump would be fine if it did not happen. Anthony Stout had this to say, "By the looks of it, I don't think it'll happen. Really, it's because either country seems to be scared of the other one doing something ridiculous, like President Trump's helicopter getting launched into outer space or something, or Kim Jong-un not getting what is promised, and we all know he's a wild little fella. We should keep high hopes that the meeting will take place due to its historical importance." And now to Andrew with Plugged In.
Ugh. Note to self, next time don't mess with Deadpool's chimichangas. I'm Andrew.
I'm Jacob.
And this is Plugged In.
Call of Duty, one of the most popular first-person shooter video game franchises in the world, is back with their latest title, Black Ops 4. Unlike previous titles in the Call of Duty series, Black Ops 4 does not feature a traditional single-player campaign, which a lot of players are upset about, and contains only multiplayer, zombies, and a new Battle Royale game mode called Blackout. Even though this game was highly anticipated, many fans of the Call of Duty franchise are very skeptical on the success of this new game. One player said, As a Call of Duty fan, I was kind of in shock when I found out that this game doesn't have a single player mode like it always had in the previous games, but I'll still give it a try. Well, hopefully this isn't just another cash grab video game filled with useless loot boxes and overpriced season passes, and actually had what the fans wanted in their consideration. Now back to the studio.
I'm Lexi.
I'm Trevor.
I'm Austin.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Jacob, and stay tuned for our next show on June 1st.